Welcome back, guys. It's the Fleeger. We're going to talk today a little bit about two different things. We're going to talk about some basic piston control and show you a neat little trick. And then we're also going to talk about the daylight sensor and how you can use it for a lighting system. So what we're going to do here is turn the daylight tick to true, and now you see here the darkness daylight detector is in negative mode, and it will start to detect that the sun is going down here. And as it goes, then it is activating one more charge of that redstone, and I'm using these repeaters to kind of show you with this lamp system, a real basic lamp system. Anyway, and that will power all the way up, and just so I can speed it up here, I'm gonna go ahead and put a repeater right there to enforce the charge. Here we have two different controls for the gate. The controls for the gate here, see, it closes there and closes there. We use a reverse redstone torch connection for that gate and a normal one for this here, and it engages that right there. And that way we've got a neat little shutout point at that nighttime. Now, we're going to talk about something cool if you've never seen it with pistons before. This is a basic tutorial, but we're going to show you. So when the piston gets a charge, it actually moves. So if I use this type of system and move the redstone full block charges next to the pistons, this one's going to move here, it's going to move up. This one will move over, and that'll activate that. We want this piston activated before this piston, because when it deactivates, this piston needs to disengage and move away, and this piston needs to come down to actually come all the way back down to the way we see it. If it's not like that, it'll get stuck up there. I'll show you. So there. Set at 0.1 and 0.4. If I set it at 0.4, just so they're the same, and you see it gets stuck up there. So that has to be set to make sure it comes back down. We're going to talk about making a fall away floor. This is one of my favorite things. So we've got a total of 12 pistons, 4 here, 4 here, and 4 here. This is our floor up here we're going to pull away. First step is we're going to make redstone torch inverters. We've got these set up here going into those blocks, and I pulled away these so we could see. And there's redstone torches up against the blocks that the inverters are behind, and those torches are powering that piston set up there. So then we come over here, and we're going to add more inverters yet. We put the inverters up here, and block conductivity will actually activate both a stack of pistons per torch here. And down. And the last thing we need to do is time it. There's a lot of signs, but we're going to get through it here. We got to time the power coming from this lever. So this needs to come down first, and then these pistons will pull everything away. The way we do that is we do a 0.2 signal going in here, which means that these are set one tick back. And the reason we set those one tick back is it's really close to the lever. And this repeater has to push the power all the way to the back side, and we can't do it through here, and I decided not to run it underneath of the floor. So we're going to do 0.2, so then that way it has the same timing as the back. And then what we're going to do here is on each side I laid 1, so that's, and I did not move the stick on it, that's 0.1 second delay. And then 0.4 second delay on each of the ones up here. That's a total of a half a second on each side. So this is 0.2 in the middle and a 0.5 on each side. So 0.2 and a half a second. So the 0.2 will time first, which means that this redstone will activate first. These pistons will drop, and then this will pull everything away. So we should get the pull away floor. And there it is. There's a hole, and then somebody drops in it, and that's the end of that. And then it goes right back to the way it was. So that is the pull away floor system. Obviously, you could set a trigger to get somebody with it if we did a pressure plate or something like that, or I would have wired it up so you could stand up there and do it. But I love doing the pull away floor. It's a really cool little trick that everybody can do. So anyway, I hope you guys like this. This was once again just kind of a basic tutorial. Talked a little bit about pistons, how to time stuff, and how to use positioning of charges to activate things that just so happen to be moving by, so to speak, and how we can actually change the lighting in our base, whether it be in the whole village or it is in just your little house. Or you can even do all sorts of really cool stuff with this type of timing. You could create pistons that move the lamps into position, all sorts of things. Anyhow, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, shoot them over. Otherwise, please like the video. Let me know that I'm doing all right. Subscribe so I know I should keep making more. Trying to keep this as friendly for everybody as possible so that way everybody can learn and enjoy. Thanks again. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe.